What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today, I'm here to bring all of you a new anime first impressions of a series from Fall of Anime 2016 titled Nanbaka. I think that's how you pronounce it. So this is a series that I have kind of been looking forward to since I was looking over the fall season chart. And this series is a prison anime. Now, I can't be the only one to say that there has been a very good lack of prison anime in recent times. And the last good prison anime I could think that came out was Prison School. And so when I saw this in the, fall seasonal chart, I instantly looked at this, I'm like, yo, I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this. It's based on around a prison, and it's gonna probably have some comedy, some good interactions with the characters. I can't wait to see how this is done. And so this was pegged on my radar since I saw the seasonal chart, and I finally sat down and watched the first episode. And to my surprise, I gotta say, I enjoyed this episode. A lot of comedy. The comedy was funny. Now, obviously, comedy is subjective. Depends on your taste of comedy, if you will said like the comedy or not. But I like the just interactions between the characters and seeing how they're trying to escape through the prison and the way the comedy is thrown in alongside of this. It had a really interesting, dynamic with the characters. So, what is it about? I guess many of you are asking right now, what is Nanbaka about and should you watch it? So, if you're not into prison anime, or if you are into prison anime, you will like this series, because majority of it's about our cast of characters trying to escape from the prison. There are people that have constantly escaped from many prisons around the world, and they're in a prison now that literally is a prison that nobody can escape from, and now they're trying to escape out of it. That's kind of the main plot so far from what I could see from the story. Now, in terms of the art animation department of the series, art and animation, I have to say, out of everything I've seen from this season, besides, sequels, like, Gundam or something, I gotta say, the art and animation stands out quite a bit. Definitely better than anything else I have seen from this season. No joke, it definitely is, because the art is just so different. I like the way the character designs are. I think that's one of the big things that really drew me in with the series, was that the character designs of the characters were just so unique, and something you were looking at like, yo, these characters look so different, because, one of the big things that draws someone into a series is designing the characters, making them look kind of unique, and you're like, man, they look pretty cool. And majority of our cast looks very different. You can definitely tell them apart. They have this interesting personality alongside of their character design. So, overall, when it came to the art, it definitely complemented the series. The animation was very good, too, for a prison anime series. It really showcased a lot of good points throughout this episode. So, music-wise, music overall, music was okay. It was average. It was nothing spectacular in my personal opinion, but that also can be subjective, depending on your taste of music and what you like. But personally, I wasn't the biggest fan of the music. I did, however, like the, I'm assuming, opening song that played in the middle of the episode. I did like that, however. I really liked that opening song, but I wasn't the biggest fan of all the other music that played throughout the episode. Maybe it'll just take some time for me to warm up to it. But overall, though, Nanbaka, as a series, isn't worth the watch so far. I would say give it a shot. If you're into comedies, like if you want a comedy and if you want to see a prison-type anime, you might like this series. It had a very good start. I enjoyed it, and I'm definitely going to stick around for episode 2 to see how it is. Now, one last thing to get into, though. Let's talk about, I guess, the dynamic with the characters and the, the prison warden and stuff like that. So, apparently there is some plot going on with the main male character, and that he's connected to some form of father that is very secretive, someone that's like a stain on this prison. And also you have it to where the main male character, he has these shackles on him that he cannot remove. For instance, he's been to prisons all around the world, but he cannot have anyone remove them. Like, nobody, even the top scientists and all that, they cannot remove the shackles that are on the main character around his wrist and neck. So it brings up an interesting plot point, probably one of the big plot points of the said series, and so I can't wait to see where that's going to go and where the plot will take us. But there's a lot of good setup with this episode, especially for the characters, to get into, see their introductions, to kind of the plot being laid out, but it'll probably be a couple episodes before we get the full clear picture of what the plot is really going to be about. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Let me know if you enjoyed this series, if you're going to drop it, or if you're going to continue watching it. Please let me know in the comments below. Please be safe. I love you all. Chibi out.